Okay, I'm gonna do a real simple recipe for shrimp ceviche. I've got everything prepped. Takes a little bit of time, depending on your skills. The star of the show is gonna be the shrimp, which I've taken, and I've actually shredded it. So the consistency is really nice. I think that it takes the flavors on of the acidic and citrus really well. A little bit more than just dicing it, in my opinion. I've got my tomatoes. I got Roma tomatoes. I've got about 4 of them because they were awfully big. They're good sized tomatoes. Normally you'll see Roma tomatoes a little smaller than this, maybe a third of maybe half the size. I've got some red onions. You can use chalets if you want. I've got about 3 whole jalapenos right there. They're a good size as well, and I got 1 bunch of cilantro. I'm gonna mix all this up, put some salt in it, and it's about as simple as you get. The hardest part is just dicing everything up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take my shrimp. Put these guys in here. I'm gonna start off with just that much first. Spread it out a little bit. Next, I'm gonna get some of these tomatoes in here. And really, you're just making pico de gallo, and you've got shrimp in it. Just about as simple as that gets. Next, some onions, and I might just end up using all of it first. I want to see, yeah, I think I will. Put those aside, and let's see how that looks like so far. Now, I think I can get away with the rest of the shrimp. Let's do that. And I'll add just a little bit more tomatoes. Probably wouldn't hurt to do all of it. Okay. So I've got my shrimp, I've got my tomatoes and my onions. I am putting all my jalapeno in there. I did de-seed these, and not 100%. I took most of the big parts out and left a little bit of seeds, as you can see. Now for the cilantro. That's about as easy as it gets. They put those aside. And we're going to want to mix this up really nicely. It pretty much filled up this bowl quite a bit. And you don't have to shred your shrimp. I just happen to like it better because I feel like it takes on the flavors a little bit more than the shrimp cut diced. And you could also use raw shrimp and use the citrus to cook it. I'm going to take a lime, squeeze it. I'm probably going to use the second one. All right, I'm back. Have to get me a little strainer. This is not seedless. Well, it could be. I'll make sure I don't get any seeds in there. There's a couple. Whoop, look at that. There's a couple. And I'm gonna put in a third half of this one. Some lemon. I did see a seed fly out. Okay, now for oranges. Oh boy, there's some seeds in there. Oh, there's a little tiny one right there. And the other half. I think after you mix it all together, it's not a bad idea to keep it in the fridge for about an hour, really do its thing. But I don't think I can wait an hour. So I'm gonna put a few pinch of salt. You can add salt in there or not add salt. And if there's other flavorings you like, do it. Whatever makes you happy. This is just a simple recipe I like. And I actually like it a little bit more saucier than this. So I'm gonna add another half a lemon. And I forgot I gotta strain these. And get some more limes. These are probably seedless. I'm gonna need 2 hands on these ones. These are actually pretty nice sized limes. Don't get the key limes, they're awfully small and you hardly get anything out of it. And I'm gonna save the other lime, cut those in little wedges. I'm probably gonna squeeze a little bit more once it gets on the tostada. Give it another mix. And it looks like a pretty good distribution of products in there. Jalapeno doesn't look like it's too much. We've got a decent amount of shrimp in this recipe. I didn't use a whole bag, I saved a few to dip in cocktail sauce to hold me over. Maybe that's kind of a baker's dozen way of doing it. And I didn't use a whole onion, I almost used a half of that. Those are decent size. And you can put more of things or less of things as you like. I think that's a good stir. I've got my oven on, it's ready to go. I'm gonna stick some tostadas in there. After I put it all on the tostada, I use tapatio, whatever you like. It's all up to you. And I put avocado on there as well. Squeeze a little lime. And that's for me. All right, that's my simple recipe.